What's up guys? I'm here in Qibao today and I have huge news. I have a giant announcement. So the Chinese government announced a few days ago, you can now get tourist visas again to come and travel to China. That is huge news because tourist visas have not been issued for more than 3 years. Follow me while I walk around Qibao today, checking out Qibao Ancient Town, and we're gonna talk what that means for travel and how you can get your Chinese tourist visa. So Qibao is an ancient town in the west part of Shanghai. It's actually not that far from where I live. I've never actually come and traveled here before, but everyone always said, oh, you gotta check out Qibao Old Town. And clearly I'm walking down the right street. So I don't actually know what these are on the wall, what people hang them up for. I guess it's for good luck. Maybe I can ask someone. 你好，我想问一下，这个是用来干什么？是好运气还是？
对，这是找对象的。
哦，
找姻缘，找姻缘的。
哦，好，谢谢。Okay, so what they do, so these are just like you hang them up for good luck and wishes and pray for wealth in the coming of the new year. All I prayed for the last 3 years was travel, and for travel to resume, and travel is back in full swing. So if you're watching this video and you plan to head to your nearest Chinese consulate or embassy and you want to get a tourist visa, your first destination is probably going to be Shanghai, if not Beijing, but those are the two must cities that any international traveler who has limited time has to come and see. So what does that mean? How are you going to go about getting your tourist visa? So I went on the Chinese consulate website for Ottawa, which is my hometown, to look up, is it actually true? Can you actually get a tourist visa right now? And so yes, you can. So what they do is they have outsourced their visa applications to a website that I'm gonna drop right here. And they give you all the information, but basically it's exactly what it was like before the pandemic. So you have to show proof of either your return flight and your accommodation, pay the application fee, when you submit your documents, fill out the document form. It's all on the website. It's super easy. I'm not going to tell you the exact details of what to do, but it's basically the way that it was before everything got shut down. So if you want to get an L visa, which is the tourist visa, go to the link that I just dropped right here and in the description, and then you can find out exactly what is required for you in the consulate in the country you reside in order to get your L visa, and then you can come and travel to China for the first time in 3 years. Maybe you'll see me. So what exactly is Qibao Ancient Town? It is kind of just like a walking business street where they've got little stores and sell trinkets and sell street food, but what makes it special is that it is kind of like an ancient design. So it's not just like a mall or whatever. Like, as you can see, the ancient architecture is pretty cool. Actually, it's much bigger than I thought. When I got here, I was like, oh no, this week's video is going to be this. But then when I entered, I was like, oh, actually it's quite big. So there's quite a bit I can show you. If I'm going to explore every alleyway, we can absolutely make a video here in Qibao today. I'm still getting used to people like looking at me while I vlog, as long as I don't run into anyone who knows me, because everyone else is going to look at me and be like, oh, he's a tourist. Tourists are open now. There's tourists that can travel. But if I see someone who knows me, they're going to be like, Liam, you live down the road. What are you doing? Okay, so I did think of one snag that tourists are gonna run into. Digital payments have kind of taken off in the last like half decade. But that's true everywhere in the world. But the problem is when you come shopping here, your foreign credit card or debit card is either not gonna work or you're gonna have huge fees. And because of all the online payment system, you need to have either Alipay or WeChat, which are apps where you pay for things using a QR code. But if you don't live here and you don't have a bank account, as a tourist, I'm not sure what you're going to do. Actually, what I should have done is I probably should have brought some cash today and tried to buy stuff in this street market using cash.
臭豆腐10多条。
臭豆腐10多少？
多少钱
15块钱。
好的。It's because it's smelly tofu. Smelly tofu is exactly what they say it is. It smells bad, but it tastes good. Couldn't find anywhere to sit, but I've got to get footage of me eating the smelly tofu. They looked at me and they were like, oh, he doesn't want spicy, he wants Wei Lai. And I was like, nah, you gotta give it to me full. 我吃一口就可以了。That is hot. I don't care how spicy something is. Those of you who know me, I always drink the soup when I'm done. That was good. All right, well, I'm pretty full now. And now that I'm all watering from the mouth and crying from the spice, let's go see what food I should have got.
这个可以品尝一下。
我不喝。
这个你没喝过的。
没喝过。
尝尝看可以。
谢谢。That's rice wine. Oh, I can't believe I didn't see the barbecue before I had my snack.
再来香肠。
要什么？要哪个？
There's lots of similar streets to this in Shanghai scattered throughout, but Qibao is like the one that people always told me, oh, you've got to go there. And I guess it's because it's a little bit bigger and clearly quite popular. And before someone in the comments says, oh, why didn't you go to the Yuyuan Garden? You got to go to the Yuyuan Garden. Just because I didn't go doesn't mean I'm not going to go. We will go. Oh, this is exclusively a food street. That's why there's so many people here. Okay, so going back to what I was talking about with tourists and not being able to access WeChat Pay or Alipay without a bank account. If you came to a place like this, they could accommodate you with cash. It would just be a little bit annoying, but they would be able to accommodate you. It might already exist or is going to exist. There's probably going to be something that someone's going to have to develop that'll be an equivalent to Alipay or WeChat Pay, where tourists come and they charge it at the airport, because you exchanging your foreign cash for RMB is going to be sufficient for a lot of things, but you're going to still need that online payment system for the convenience of cabs and stuff. There's more rice wine back there. Rice wine is something that I don't drink often, but if you come and travel here, you have to try it once. Baijiu. If you don't know what baijiu is, you will know after you try it, and you will know the next morning. 这是什么东西？So that's zhongzi. I don't know what zhongzi is in English, but you get it during one of the festivals, the Dragon Boat Festival. You can yell at me in the comments if I'm incorrect about that, but people normally give it to you as a gift. It's a festival. Again, it looks really busy, but if you came visiting Shanghai as a tourist, then there's no rule that says you have to come here on a weekend, because you're on holiday, come here during the week, and all this food would still be here. It just might not be as many people. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have eaten lunch before coming here, because I could have indulged in a lot more than just the smelly tofu. Okay, so let's go over that bridge, see if we can get a better view, and then let's see what's on the other side of that bridge. Okay, so it actually looks like on the river there's actually like restaurants where if you want to get away from the hustle and bustle, you actually want to go sit down and have lunch, you can do that. Okay, now that I'm up on the bridge, I can get a lot more perspective. Actually, Qibao Old Town is actually much bigger than I really was giving it credit for. And I'm only saying that because I cycled around this area and I understood where it was within respect to the streets that I go around, but I didn't understand there would be so much within it. This茶可以试一下吗？
可以的。
这是什么茶？
这是花果茶 flower tea。
Oh, thank you. Cheers, boys. Oh, everywhere we go, we happen to see that sign again. 我在Qibao古镇很想你 again. Okay, so it looks like we've walked to the northern perimeter. Oh, okay, as you can see, there's more of these good luck wishes that are hung up here. Okay, there's more of like a commercial walking street. Let's head east via that way. Okay, so if you don't live in Shanghai, I do want to provide some clarity. There's a difference between Qibao and Qibao Ancient Town. Qibao Ancient Town is like a touristy kind of commercial street, like I said, with the ancient architecture, but Qibao is actually a place where Qibao Ancient Town is actually located within. But Qibao is not a district in Shanghai, but it's part of Minhang district, and a fairly large part, located south of the Hongqiao airport and west of the downtown. Oh, I just found something really interesting. I found this like traditional kind of shop. Starbucks coffee. Okay, so in every video I like to talk about like the upcoming trips that I've got planned. So we've got several more hiking trips in Zhejiang. When I get my passport back, we're gonna go down to Hunan to see my buddy Dave, who now lives in Changsha. So we've got lots of trips planned up ahead. So next week, I think we're gonna be doing a 50-kilometer walk around the Huangpu River in Shanghai with my buddy Paul. That is a video we've been planning for like a long time. 50-kilometer walk in one single day. It's gonna be a whole day thing, but don't worry, the video will probably still only be like 9-10 minutes long. Okay, what is down here? Okay, here's a whole other untouched part of Qibao Old Street. We're at like the very east end of it. Just all the tourists seem to be over there, or all the people that are buying stuff seem to be over there. I bet you this is the part that comes alive at night though, because it seems like it's like a night market with the outdoor tables and such downstairs. All right, well, it looks like we've come full circle and we're back where I was. Well, I think now is gonna be a good time to end today's video. As I said earlier, next week, me and my buddy Paul are gonna be doing a 50-kilometer walk up and down the Huangpu River, which is the main river that runs through Shanghai. You've seen little bits and pieces of the Bund, but we're gonna be doing the whole thing. 10-minute video, not the 10 hours it's gonna take us to film it. So I'll see you next week.